Hey y'all. Allow a little bit of time for folks to come on in. Of course, when it's time to go live, I'm worried about my phone not being charged up all the way. Come on in. My name is LaShonda Stevens, and you guys know me on this app several different ways. Y'all know me as Gardening with the Country Girl, Cash Savings with Shonda, the business owner on L. Stevens Financial Services, as well as just plain old LaShonda Stevens. It might be just Shonda Stevens. So I am going to be repotting some plants today. I'm not going to be out here entirely too long because these are house plants, and I definitely do not want, hey Folly Kinky, I definitely don't want the plants to be too much caught off guard because of the fact that they are outside in this cool weather. So, as you guys are coming in, hey Sophia, hey user 977, hey Madam Chair, hey Cindy B, hi y'all. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm getting ready to repot my Monstera plant and my aloe vera plant. And I am really going to try my best to do this pretty expeditiously because it's kind of cold outside. But these plants have been sitting in these pots. Hey Sky Night. These plants have been sitting in these pots for way too long. And I want to make sure that I don't harm them any further. So I have a huge aloe vera plant that has lost several leaves because of my neglect and my not wanting to put them or not putting them expeditiously into another pot. And what happens is, like you can probably see it best here with this aloe vera plant, because some of the leaves, the branches have fallen off, it's kind of tilted to the left or tilted this way. And so that makes it kind of difficult when I am trying to set it up in a specific place, because if it's weighted so much to one side, it's not going to stand up properly. Hey Marty, hey Sefwi, hey William Bradford, hey Rita Nakruda. So I need to repot this, and I need to probably put it in a wider base, because I don't know if you guys realize, but aloe vera plants are pretty heavy. I mean, all of this leaf right here is probably getting ready to go because of the fact that it's just outgrown it. So I'm going to repot this one. I'm going to try my best to put it in one of the best containers that's probably deep enough and wide enough to where even when it grows more leaves, it'll grow in this direction. It'll grow. Hey Suki, hey Sunshine, hey Yvonne Morgan, hey James Cutshall, hey user 607, hey Shannon Carmichael. Who else is in here? Hey Jamise, you guys. Hey Laverne Hilton, hey Suki, hey Simply Steph, hey y'all. So I got a couple of house plants that I said in my promo video have gotten a little too big for their britches. This Monstera plant is beautiful. However, this is the pot that it came in, and I really need to put it in another pot. So I'm going to do that today. Also the same thing with this aloe vera plant. I'm going to put it in another pot. Outside of them just being in, hey Doris Robinson, outside of them just being in too small of pots, they're actually doing pretty well. Look at these little babies that keep coming up. Like there's like two babies that are on this plant right here. This one and this one. Yeah, come on out, son. And then there's other leaves that's getting ready to come out. There's probably four more leaves, four more branches that are getting ready to come out on this Monstera plant. But isn't that gorgeous, y'all? To me, it's just one of the most beautifulest things I have ever seen. Ever since I started gardening, when I would see people with these huge Monstera plants, I was like, the moment I'm able to get one, I am going to get one. Luckily, Temu, you can order plants on Temu. And this is a live plant. When I got this plant, it probably had 2 or 3 limbs on it. And since I've had it, it's grown all of these limbs. So, hey Tess, hey Kelly Lynn, hey Antonio May. So, I don't want it to fall, but that's one of the things that happens whenever you keep plants in a container that is way too small for where it's at. So give me just a second here. I'm not waiting on anybody. I'm just going to make sure that you guys can hear me okay, because like I said, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's a little cool today. And I know coldness is, what's the word? Subjective, because the Carolinas, anything below 70 degrees is cold for us. But it's cold enough for me, a 45-year-old black woman, potentially in perimenopause, for me to have my jacket on. That's cold to me, okay? So thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for coming in. I do have a live goal on this. It is those 2025 balloons. So if you double tap the screen, or if you want to send me the 2025, they're only 1 coin per instance. So for sure, I would greatly appreciate you guys sending me those to help me reach my live goal. All right, so I just want to make sure though that you guys can hear me. If someone's in here, hey Jehovah Jesus, hey Vic Mins, hey Gemini Mimi, hey Cook. If you guys can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna try to go on one of my other pages and see if I can hear myself. Hold on. And who is that? Hey Roxy, hey Just Gray. How y'all doing? My name is LaShonda, gardening with the country girl. I'm out in the country. I'm in Charlotte. That might be considered the country for some of y'all. It's definitely the South, but I live in the city. But I'm a country girl in the city. All right, anyway, let me see what's going on here. Hey Nelson, hey Leah, hey User 400, hey Bravelets, hey Lola Wilson. Y'all come on in and chit chat with me. I got a couple of things I'm trying to do with this, with my plants. You guys can probably see my tower garden in the background. Hi friend, how you doing? Hey Mary RN. I got some plants to repot, Just Gray. So I'm trying to see if you guys, so I'm assuming that you can hear me. How's the audio, Just Gray? Is it good? If the audio is good, I'm gonna move forward. Ooh, I just love the sun. I love when the sun comes out. And especially at this time of year, y'all, we don't get very many instances of the sun coming out. It's good? Okay, good. All right, that's what I was worried about, because my little microphone, you know, they got those new microphones you can get on the TikTok shop where it cancels out all of the noise in the background. And since I'm on the patio, I live fairly close to a highway. Hey, Call Me Honey. Hey, Doreen Hamlin. Hey, Susan Morales. I live fairly close to the highway, so at this time in the afternoon, you know, it's only 12 minutes after 3 p.m. Eastern time. So like, people are getting off work, so you're probably going to hear a lot of ruckus. You're going to hear cars going by. You're not going to hear any buses or anything like that, because The kids are out of school. They don't go back to school till next. Hey, cuz! Y'all make sure y'all go follow my cousin King Petty. I'm gonna pin you real quick, cuz I'm about to repot some plants. How you doing? I'm repotting some plants. I didn't want them to sit in the pots that they were in. Hey, Papa Wastik. Hey, Stellag. And they've been kind of suffering a little bit in the pots that they are currently in. Hey, Siyama Agori. Now, what is happening here? Okay, I got to restart this other phone. Y'all, when I tell y'all that I am full of storage, this is the phone that I'm recording this on, or that I'm live on, is my iPhone. It's new to me. I'm a new Apple user. And I love this iPhone, especially it's the iPhone 14. But I have had Android phones ever since I started having a cell phone. And this one in particular, which is a Motorola phone, is really full of all of my content across all of my... double tap the screen for me, y'all. It's free to double tap. Get some more people in here. Double tap the middle of the screen so that the TikTok algorithm puts me on people's For You pages. Thank you so much. Thank you, Just Gray. Hi, Wanda Calder. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, keep double tapping the screen. Get me up to 1,000 likes. That'll help me and help put me in the FYPs for a lot of people. Yeah, I just had to did I restart that doggone computer? Hold on, y'all. See, I'm trying to do too much. Let me go get my NeuroGum because I need to stay focused. All right. Oh, I got it right here. See? Y'all, I got this NeuroGum. It's been working for me. I'm going to chew on some gum. This is the mints, but I put a couple of pieces of gum in here for me for when I have it in my purse. So I'm going to put these in my mouth real quick. If the audio gets too crazy, hey Karen, you gotta try. Okay, listen, now is the time, because most of the plants are kind of like in dormancy. So like I've got one here, that's my Chrysandra plant right here. That one, I feel like it'll grow back. I left it out in all of this cool weather. Keep double tapping for me, y'all. Hey, Be Ye Holy One, Peter One. And, oh, let me take the mirroring off so you guys can read it, actually. Forgot to do that. When you take the mirroring off, people can read it. So, yeah, this is my Chrysandra plant. It's a beautiful plant. Gives you orange leaves. And that's what this is. And it's got some green stems in there. So I'm going to cut it down really low. I'm going to do that in this live event as well. I'm going to cut it down really low. I'm going to repot the aloe vera plant and my monstera plant. So see, look, isn't this a beautiful monstera plant? I promise you when I got this, hey Chrissy Lynn, hey Marge DeMarco, hey Anna, hey Kojuvana, Hurley M. Taylor. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? This is my first time ever having a monstera plant. And that is beautiful. I see people, some of the gardeners out there have some really big monstera plants that are taller than them. And I said, I'm going to get one. So I saw this on Temu. I bought a couple of alocasias on Temu, and these are my house plants. Also, I have this aloe vera plant that is pretty healthy, although because it's been in my room all this time, it's kind of lost some leaves or lost some branches of it. And it's kind of leaning to the side. So that lets me know that it needs to be repotted. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Clonag. Hey, Iris Dilworth. Hey, What the Venue. So that lets me know that it needs to be repotted. Sorry, y'all. When I take the mirroring off, I don't know my left from my right. Hey, Chelsea Henders. Keonic. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm repotting these. Let's get started. So you can't keep your plants alive, Kiane? How come? Well, these are house plants. And the ones that I do normally keep out here that I want to overwinter, you got to bathe them. You just got to remember to water them. I really don't do too much to them. I just remember that every couple of days I need to put some water in them, because in the wintertime, they don't need as much water, you know, as they do like when they're out in the heat on my patio. Hold on. Did you see that? Did you see how this plant tipped over when the wind started blowing? Okay. So that's another sign that these need to be repotted. Hey, Iris Matias, Maria, Harbor Grace. I'm logged in on my other page, so y'all see L. Stevens Financial. That's my other page on my phone that's over there. Hey, Spontan. Hey, bro. That's my brother right there, y'all. What's up? Harper Grace, thank you for liking the live. You got me up to 100 likes. Thank you. Hey, Deborah. Spontaneous, double tap the screen. Keep double tapping so that TikTok will put me in people's algorithm. But did y'all just see when I was over there messing with my phone how the wind blew this over? If the wind can blow over your plant, that's a sign that you probably have too small of a base, too small of a pot. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Double tap the screen. I also have, if you see right here, that is my live goal. Help a sister out. Send me some of these. They're the 2025 coins. So they're only worth 1 coin each. I want 100 of them. Send them to me, bro. Vicky, Dagma, Kathitz. Hey. Dariana. Hey, y'all. Okay, so let's get started. All right. So I feel like I want to start with this Monstera plant and repotting it, simply because it's one of my favorites. And like I said, it's got some babies going on. See the baby leaves? That lets me know that my plant is healthy. So, and then also, look at this. You see those things right there growing up? Those are new leaves that's getting ready to come up. There's 1, 2. Can you see that one? Let me see. There's 1 right there. There's also 1 right there and 1 right there. So there's like 4 new leaves that's getting ready to come up. Hey, David Papasapa. Hey, Tiso. Hey, Sid's Love Creations. Hey, Niopia. Ruth Corpru. Max Fuller. Rosemary. Dana's Beach. Hi, y'all. Double tap the screen for me. I'm trying to get to 500 likes. And I'm trying to meet my live goal, which is the 2025 coins. So The wind blew this over just now, just with me sitting this out here. So that's a sign that it needs to be repotted. So I want you guys to help me pick what size pot I should put in it. I got an idea. I don't want to go too big. Let me show you something. Right? Y'all know that you can put your pots in almost anything. Hey, Regina. Hey, Usher Rainey. Hey, S. Shannon. Hey, Ruth Corprew. Hey, y'all. Double tap the screen for me. If you guys get me up to 1,000 likes, TikTok will put me in the algorithm and put me on people's FYP page. So essentially, I could put a plant in this and grow a plant from this. The only thing that I would need to do, if it's a plant that really requires a whole lot of water, I'd poke holes in the bottom, right? Or I would set it up to where maybe there's some rocks in the bottom that could kind of drain off and whatnot, and just have it set up kind of high in this. Is that my husband? No, that's not my husband. Hey, Iris Matias. Thank you for liking the live, Spontaneous. I appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my bro. Hey, MB49. Let me find your comment, bro, so that I can pin you. There you go. I'm going to pin you. All right. Hey, Charmaine. Hey, Arkim. Hey, Shantae. So, back to what I was saying. You could put a plant in this, but I'm just telling you that with this size plant, I don't know if that's the right thing to do, right? So, like, if I was to plant this in this, would that look good? It would. I actually kind of like it. I was just being facetious, but I actually kind of like it. I don't really want something that says Merry Christmas on my plants that are going to be out every day. So I'm not going to put it in that. Could put it in something more shallow, like this bowl. Not going to do that. But let me tell you guys, I don't know. I might not need this jacket on, y'all. Might not need it. I'm going to keep it on just in case. I'm a woman of a certain age and I'll get hot quick. Hey, Jackie Terry. Hey, T Blaze. Hey, Carrie Ann. Hey, cousin. Hey, Shanika. I'm repotting my plant. Hey, Norma Brooks. Okay, so let me show y'all. Now, before I turn this camera around, I need everybody to repeat after me. We listen and we don't judge. Okay? We listen and we don't judge. Say it. We listen and we don't judge. Hey, Mango Challenge. Hey, Health and Happy. Hey, Texas Disney Adult. Hey, Renee. Hey, Renee Varner. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Lori. Hey, Kathleen Gentile. Again, I need y'all to say, hey, Harper Grace. I need y'all to say, we listen and we don't judge. Okay? We listen and we don't judge. I need y'all to say that before I turn this camera around, because I'm about to show y'all my little stash of things. This is my storage closet right here. I ain't even go in there, because who knows what's in there. Okay. I see my cousin Shanika said, I'm going to pin that comment so that everybody remembers we listen and we don't judge. Okay? Renee. Of course, people are going to judge. But I'm telling y'all, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear it. I already know. I am undiagnosed ADHD. I am undiagnosed neurodivergent. I know these things because TikTok told me. Okay? Y'all know it's some real professionals out here on TikTok. Okay. I'm going to turn this camera around. And I'm going to show y'all. Listen, it's a lot of us undiagnosed. And the thing about it is, all of the research says that they have only been testing men and boys all these years, Renee. That's why us women, and especially us Black women, that's why we haven't been diagnosed at the levels that white boys and men have been. But okay. This almost feel like I'm naked out here in these streets. But look what my cousin posted. Okay. Yeah, and keep double tapping the screen for me. Let me see if I can get even over here so y'all can see me. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you don't judge, Renee. Yeah. I think both me and my husband are undiagnosed. My husband is a type A personality. And of course, he married a woman that's all over the place. But I get stuff done. Okay, I'm going to zip this up because this coat is kind of in my way. And if it's zipped up, then these little flaps on each side. See, that's another thing. I got texture issues. That's how I know I'm undiagnosed. And then I'm a woman of a certain age. I'm 45. Okay, can y'all see? I might have to drop y'all down a little bit so y'all can really get the full picture. Hold on. I got the ring light. All right. Oh, y'all can't see nothing. Hold on. You see all of this mess? I know it needs to be. Thank y'all so much for liking the live. Hey, Dika Bless. Let me tell y'all something. I live in one of the nicest neighborhoods in Charlotte. If you know anything about Charlotte, I live in the Arboretum area, close to Ballantyne. But when I tell you this neighborhood has some hood tendencies, why would somebody just be like revving up their car like that? Thank you, Health and Happy. I think I have these in my showcase on my regular page. Oh, and by the way, that's right. For all of you guys who are in, so you probably saw me post that I was doing a live on all of my pages. So on top of being a gardener, I'm a regular person. So I have a regular page, LaShonda Stevens, LaShonda _ Stevens, LASHANDA _ STEPHENS. So Stevens is with a PH and LaShonda is spelled with an A, not an O. And then I have my couponing savings page, Cash Savings with Shonda. On that page, it's Shonda, SHONDA. And then my business page, L Stevens Financial Services, which if you click on the list up here of people that are in the live, you'll see my logo right there. That's me logged in on my phone over there. Okay? Go ahead and follow that one as well. Follow me on all platforms because you never know what I might be doing. Thank y'all for liking the live. Keep double tapping for me. So anyway, back to it. See how I just took y'all in that little ADHD tunnel? Okay. This right here is like all of the stuff that I buy and have bought over the past. Hey, Clara Johnson. Hey, Johnny Blaze. This is all of the stuff that I have bought. I will save Applebee's Outback containers. You know when you take your food to go? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Clara Johnson. Is that Clara Johnson who I know? Hey, Chuckle. My maiden name is Johnson. Okay, I'm married to Stevens. Okay, girl. Hey, girl, hey. Anyway, so let me see. Turn over here. Some more stuff. Now, this is pretty organized for me. Hey, Dale Mentor. Y'all, thank y'all so much for liking the live. Hey, Sin. Hey, Bernice. Come on in, y'all. This is pretty organized. I bought this. Oh, you live in Florida? Okay, listen. We is black. We got people all up and down the East Coast. Okay. Hey, BJ. Yeah. So it don't look, to me, it's not as bad as I think it is. But sometimes I think that it's a mess. So this is my little greenhouse that my husband put together for me because I don't know how to do stuff. But I do. And so I got some pots over here. Let me grab those real quick. Del Mentor, where are you? Drop in the comments where you guys are. I know where my cousin is. And I know where Miss Clara is. Clara's in Fort Myers, Florida. Where y'all at? Where you at? Where you at? Okay. See how I'm getting distracted? Hey, Floyd, Dickie. Let me tell y'all something. I recently washed all of my containers. Like I literally went. Oh, we got 11 people in here. Hey, y'all. Oh, okay, y'all. I got my live goal up here. So you can hit the little roses or you can go next to it and choose a gift and choose the one that's the 2025. It should be the first one in there. Help me meet my goal. TikTok pays me. But anyway, I took all of these pots. Oh, you're in Texas? Hey, Renee. New Jersey. Okay, so y'all are probably getting the same weather as us, Del Mentor. You guys are probably getting the same weather as us. I'm probably overdressed, but I'm a Carolina girl, so anything under 70 degrees for us is cold. Now, I'm a woman of a certain age. I done told you I'm 45, going through perimenopause. Now, I don't know why Johnny Blaze want to be in my business. He don't like it, Johnny Blaze. No, he don't like it. He's annoyed by everything I buy. Okay? Let me pin Johnny. let me pin, because he want to be in my business. And I just want to let you know, to all of you people out there, undiagnosed 88. Oh my God, hold on. I don't want my plants to break now. Hold on. While I was talking to y'all, my plant fell down. And this is my favorite plant. If nothing else goes right, I want to keep this one. This is the Monstera, and it's probably the most expensive. I don't know how much I paid for it, and I'm not going to say it on this live because what Johnny Blaze just said, wondering what my husband, first of all, mind your business. Second of all, he don't like it. Third of all, I don't care. Fourth of all, I be trying to, be accommodating and stuff like that. But I'm married to a Dallas Cowboys fan. Can I run through my house and show you all of the Dallas Cowboys paraphernalia that we have in my house? As she should, Johnny, because we sick of y'all. Y'all be so annoyed by our stuff, but then y'all are perfectly fine with y'all stuff. Thanks for the follow. Y'all are where your wife at? Because me and her, like, why you throwing the stuff out? I'm gonna put this plant down real quick. Let me tell y'all something real quick about this man. So I done told y'all that I am a couponer. So Cash Savings with Shonda. I go to the thrift stores. I go to Goodwill, all that stuff. When we first moved into this apartment, first of all, I watch all of the people that garden on YouTube. I'm subscribed to everybody, right? Matter of fact, make sure you guys click on my profile picture, take it over to my TikTok page, click the links in my bio, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, all 9 of y'all. Please go subscribe to. Oh my God! Who did that? Was that you, Johnny? Thank you, Johnny, for joining my team and sending me the heart me. You guys can do that. Thank you so much. Johnny, I'm going to need to see your wife, though, because why are you throwing stuff out? We ain't got there yet. Thank you, Miss Clara. Yes. Okay. Back to the story. So I go to all of these stores, all of these thrifting stores, because I'm trying not to spend as much money on the things that I love, but unless it's something like I really got to have and I really want it brand new, right? So anyway, I saw somebody say something about repurposing things to grow plants. And I've seen people grow plants and food in cars, like old rusted out cars. So I saw somebody say, go, you know who it was? It was, what is his name? His YouTube channel is The Rusted Garden. I can't think of his name right now. What is that my man's name? The Rusted Garden. He said you can use anything. I went to Goodwill, y'all, and I found Y'all remember when we had CDs? I'm old enough to remember before all of these music platforms like Spotify and Tidal and Apple Music and all that. Remember when you had to go in the store and buy a CD? And so if you bought a bunch of CDs like I do and I still have in my storage, you need a CD case, right? You need a CD case. So, or a CD stand. So the guy from the Rustic Garden said, you can take old CD stands because people are no longer buying CDs like that. So there's probably a ton of them in the Goodwill stores and Salvation Armies and all of the thrift stores out there. Guess who found two big old CD stands, like wire CD stands from Goodwill? They were like this size. If you go back on my page, if you go back on my YouTube channel, that's what I'm saying. Go, y'all, click on my profile picture. It goes to my TikTok profile. Click the link in my bio. There's a YouTube link in my bio. Go follow me on YouTube. And you will see when I first bought those CD stands. Am I saying CD case? CD organizer? It's a CD organizer. I bought two big wired ones because I wanted to grow plants on them. And I did. My husband was so sick of me, Johnny Blaze. Let me tell you, because I'm making this story longer than it needs to be. And this ain't what I came on here for. But while you was at it, I'm going to tell you. One day he was sick of me because, you know, with the undiagnosed components of my personality, sometimes I will ruminate on things. Like right now, I want to be all about my garden. Tomorrow, I might want to be about couponing. The next day, I might want to be about my business. The next day after that, I might just want to be chilling, doing my makeup, doing my hair, laying in the bed, watching Gilmore Girls or watching Reba. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when I'm obsessed with something, I will be obsessed with it for a while and then I will forget about it for a year or for a few months or whatever it is. In the midst of me going through one of those phases where I wasn't as interested in the garden, my patio was getting a little messy. And my husband threw out those two. Now, mind you, it cost me less than $5 for each of them, but it was still my $5. So I didn't notice it for months because of the way that my brain works. I did not notice that he'd thrown out those CD stands. And then when I noticed it, what I noticed was that the patio was a little cleaned off. And I was like, oh, it looks nice out here. What's that? What's that? Still didn't notice. It took me a couple more weeks to be like, he threw away my CD stands. I was upset, but I couldn't really be too mad at him because I didn't catch him in the act and I didn't catch him like the next day. I don't know how I missed him throwing out my CD stands without me noticing it because they were huge. So this man would have had to walk past me with it, but evidently I wasn't home. Saying all that to say, don't throw another thing out, Johnny. You hear me? On behalf of your wife, don't you throw another thing out. So I told my husband he owed me. So when we go to the stores, when we be at the Home Depot, what's the other one? Lowe's. Do y'all see what this man is talking about? I'm gonna pin you so everybody can see. I'm gonna pin you so everybody can see your foolishness, Johnny. Everybody can see your foolishness. Stop it. And stop it right now. Renee, you got one of them too? Somebody explain to me how men be so annoyed at our mess, but they don't see their own mess. Because if I trip over them LeBron shoes in my bedroom one more time, if I trip over them, I'm going to throw them in the trash. If I trip over that softball bag that got probably 10 bats in it, and if when I'm trying to hide stuff from my daughter and I keep those little 45 that we don't even have a turntable for, that my husband's holding on to for some strange reason, If one of them fall out of the little storage thing when I go to hide stuff from my daughter one more time, then I'm gonna start doing to y'all what y'all be doing to us. Stop it. Stop it. Don't throw nothing else out. Even though we ain't messed with it in a year, leave it alone. It's not yours. Sick of y'all. Renee, why? Right. That's right. Look at Renee. See, this is a community thing. I don't know, Renee, if they are getting together and like deciding that they are sick of us or what, but I'm sick of them. So I told him don't throw nothing else away. And let me tell y'all. Now, granted, most of the stuff that's on this patio is mine, but I want to show y'all something real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna drop y'all down so y'all can see what my husband got on this patio. Can y'all see it? I'll drop you down some more. Ooh. You see it? You see this right here? This is a bicycle. I see you, Renee. My husband got a bike that somebody at his job gave him. Right. You see the dust on it? Now tell me why you gonna throw away my stuff. Thank you for the follow. Who just followed me? Christina, thank you so much. Double tap the screen. Thank y'all so much. Y'all about to get me to 2,000 likes. Keep double tapping the screen. So I'm trying to figure out how come he want to throw my stuff away, but this bike got dust on it that's been sitting on the patio. Granted, everything else on this patio belongs to me. And technically, because we in North Carolina, all of this ish belong to me because we married. We is married. Okay? But why you gonna throw my stuff away, sir? Stop doing that. Renee husband, stop doing that. Stop throwing stuff away. Johnny Blaze, stop doing that. Don't do that. We don't like that. All right, y'all. Let me get back to the point. Okay. So I went and washed these. So all of these pots that I have on my patio are clean. And I'm trying to figure out which one is gonna work best for this. What do y'all think? So this is an option. Let's see what else I got over here. When I tell y'all, I was real serious. I be following the people. Hey, Crimson Diva. Thank you for following me. I missed somebody. Hold on. Hey, Kendra B. Thank you. They're in my showcase. I don't know if... I don't want to add the product here because I don't think I can on this page. On my regular page, I can though. If you go, Christina, if you go and follow me on my regular page, LaShonda_Stevens, and look at my showcase, these glasses are in there. You can grab them up, scoop them up. I bought all the colors. And thank you for the compliment. Hey, Romeo Budo. Hey, Tony Watt. Hey, Gail. Hey, Mita. Who else? Did anybody else say anything in here as I was going on my rant? Hey, Sibu. All right. So that's one option. Here's another option. Let's kind of weigh them out and see. So again, what I'm doing today, y'all, in case you guys didn't know because I was talking about something else that's not necessarily unrelated, but I have this Monstera plant that is gorgeous. You see it? You see it. And it needs a new home. What do you think about that? I think that might be a little small. If you like this, put a 1. If you think I need to go bigger, put a 2 in the chat for this one. Renee says I need to go bigger. Okay. Anybody else? Thank you for double tapping. Crimson Diva says I need to go bigger. Keep double tapping for me, y'all. Thank y'all for double tapping. So Renee and Crimson Divas said I need to go bigger. Hey, thank you guys for joining. Okay, so if I go bigger, what about this one? Let me put it in here. You got to be careful too, because I don't want to you never want to pull your plants by the limbs because you could damage them. So, all right, what about this? You think that's big enough for right now? You like that one? Okay, so for the blue, if you like this, put a 1 in the chat. If you think I need to go even wider or bigger than this, put a 2 in the chat. Thank you for liking. Y'all got me up to 2,000 likes. Thank y'all so much. Renee likes this one. Okay, what about you, Crimson Diva? Do you think this is good enough for right now? As a gardener, you guys know that every so often you like this one too? Okay, so the two of you guys like this. I think I like this too. Let me show you something else that I was kind of playing with earlier on. I got some other pots too. But let me just say this real quick. For all you gardeners out there, y'all know as plants grow and start to sprout food and things like that, you might have to repot it. You might have to put it in something else. As this plant gets bigger, I'm going to probably have to repot it from here. The thing that you want to do is make sure that you are giving enough space to where if this plant grows in the next couple of months, you don't have to keep repotting it every month. So I want to have it big enough to where, hey, Jimmy, Ray Bones, hey, Markayla King, hey, Danny Marie, you want to make sure that you give it enough space to where it can grow. Now, mind you, and let me be careful with this, even though this is a bigger pot than that cream colored one, mind you, I have some babies in here, right? This Monstera plant has some babies. Boom, boom, and it has more little leaves, more little branches that are getting ready to uncurl. So I don't want to have it so deep in the pot to where these babies can't see the sun. So I'm going to have to, if I do put it in this one, I'm going to have it at least like right there. I don't know if you can see that. So I want to put it to where the babies still can gather the sun. Hey, Ricky. Thank you for the follow, user 192. Hey, David Walker. So I think you guys are right. And then one of the things that I like about this pot in particular, y'all, is, see? So it's a self-watering pot is what this is called. So it'll gather up water in the bottom of here, and you don't have to water the pot as often. You do have to be careful with self-watering pots that you don't overwater your plants. Because if you know that you have not been watering your plants and then you just go and pour a whole bunch of water, then you can absolutely drown your plants out. People think that they kill their plants by underwatering them. Most people overwater their plants and kill them. Ooh, why can't I put this back together? Because I'm trying to do something else, that's why. Thanks for the follow. Keep double tapping the screen, y'all. I appreciate every one of you guys in here. As a reminder, if you click on my profile, take it over to my TikTok page, click the links on my profile. There's a YouTube link. Click that and go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube. And yeah. I don't know why I'm struggling with this right now. Okay, what I was going to say is, here's a third option. I could do something, let's see. I got several options. I could do something like this. I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. I was teasing, being facetious earlier, and I was playing around with this. Let me back up a little bit. Matter of fact, let me climb back over the cord and then bring you guys back over here. All right, so let me back up a little bit so you guys can really see. I was kind of playing and being facetious when I was talking about I could put it in something like that. Crimson Diva and Renee. Don't you like that? Don't you think that that's a little bit more well balanced? All of us undiagnosed ADHDers. I feel like something wider, considering these plants are spreading their wings. Isn't that a little bit more balanced? So do you think I need to put it in something like this silver pot? What do you think? Hi, Fatima. That's a good point, Renee. Renee says, will the roots have enough space to grow? Because it's rather shallow. You're right about that. Let me see what else I have. Because I got a ton of pots. I'm not going to pull them all out, but look. This. I got this. Oh, this is a nice one. I forgot I had this one. What you think? Now, mind you, I would not put it all the way down. And this is a glass bowl. And let me try my best not to break it. So I would definitely have to put like some rocks in the bottom of it and like set it up kind of high. Do you like this one? Hey, Poetic Infinity. Okay, if y'all like this one in the chat. If you don't like it too. You don't like it? Oh, you do like it? You like it, Renee? Okay. Let's see. Do you like it better than the blue? The white one is a little bit bigger. Okay, so if you like the white glass, put white glass. If you like the blue plastic in the chat. Thank you, Kathleen Thompson. She says she likes the white glass as well. You and Renee are on the same. I'm going to follow all you guys after the fact. Y'all, I don't know if you guys know this, but TikTok allows us to, they record these live so I can go back and watch the replay. So I'm going to follow all of you guys. Thank you for following me. And see, that's going to allow me to go and follow you back, Kathleen. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hi, Nirvana Collect. Keep double tapping the screen. Y'all almost got me at 3,000 likes. Okay, so Renee says aesthetically, she likes the white one. So let's do the white. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Okay, let's just do it. Matter of fact, I'm following you right now, Kathleen. Renee, I think we already follow each other, right, babe? Let me see. Yeah, we already follow each other. So Kathleen, I'm following you now. We friends. All right, y'all. Keep double tapping the screen. Also, another thing on top of double tapping the screen, which is free, if you want to help me out with my live goal, it's right here at the tip of my finger. Okay, I would greatly appreciate that as well. Okay, so let's just do it. Let's go ahead and get this. This is going to bug me. See, this is how I know I have undiagnosed ADHD or something, because the fact that I could not get this little thing back on here, and it's going to bug me until I get it back on there. And I will spend the next hour trying to fix this. You see, when you don't try so hard, now it's back on. Jesus Christ. Okay. Another thing I learned that helps me, Renee. I suspected, or I kind of heard a but in you saying you like the white glass, and this is why you saying that. The blue will go with the Cowboys decor. Listen, if I don't see another Dallas Cowboys nothing, it would be too soon. You hear me? We got a Cowboys stool that my mama bought this man. He got Cowboy slippers that he never wears, but he just has on display. I have bought this man Dallas Cowboys coats, jackets, sweaters, and the number of Cowboys jerseys that's hanging up. This man got more Cowboys jerseys than he got suits. Okay? So you just helped me make up my mind. We're going with the white glass. You shouldn't have never said that. You shouldn't have never said that, Renee. You shouldn't have never said that. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Michael Dalton. Thanks for joining. Y'all make sure if you guys are in here and you don't follow me, make sure you go ahead and follow me. Click on my profile picture, hit follow, and you can hit the @ sign and let me know that you have followed me now. It'll also show me, but just do that. And then also as a reminder, click on my profile picture. Click on my profile, go to the links in my profile. There's a YouTube link. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm pushing that heavy. I am posting a lot of content. I've got tons of content over the past 4 years, which is why my Android phone is so slow, and some of my videos, the audio and visual are off because it's almost full of storage. So I had to get me a new phone. This is my iPhone. Hey, y'all. Hey. Thank y'all. But keep double tapping the screen. Get me up to 3,000 likes. I would appreciate if you guys help me with my live goal as well. Let's get this plant potted. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys closer so I don't have to keep walking. The sun is trying to come out, and I'm gonna bring you guys down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Let's see. Can you see what I'm doing? All right. Hey, Marie Hill. Hey, Sharon Mitchell. Okay, so let's get this plant potted. All of the gardening people say that when you are repotting a plant or reusing or refurbishing pots, the pots should be clean. I told you guys that I had washed all of the pots that are over there in my greenhouse. I didn't wash this one. Hi LLG. Hi Miss Callie Shea. Hey Layla. Okay, hold on. TikTok wants me to make sure that I'm here and it's not a bot. You know, if you've been online or live for so long, TikTok makes you complete a puzzle to make sure you're still there. Hey Clifford. All right. So, and I took the mirroring off, so I don't know my left from my right. This is my right, but it looks like left on there. So, and the reason you want to do that, the reason you want to keep your pots cleaned off and cleaned and washed and whatever between plants is because you don't, if you had a sick plant, you don't want whatever sickness that previous plant had to transfer into your new plants. So let me see something. I think I have something that I can use real quick. Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So, again, this is a house plant. This plant probably won't be on the outside unless it gets too big for my apartment. And even then, it's never going to be too big for my apartment. Even if it's taller than me, if it's 6 foot, we got high ceilings in our apartment. So, and hopefully we'll get a house soon. So it's never going to be on the outside. In the event that I need to set it out on the patio, it's only going to be like in the summertime. These plants can't really take a whole lot of extreme temperatures. So even though it's pretty cool today, it's all right. The sun is shining and it's not, and the wind has died down too. So, all right. Let me tell y'all, because I am a couponer and you really should be following me at Cash Savings with Shonda, the best time to go get you some gardening equipment is when gardening season is over. It's when it's harvest season. That is the best time to go get you some gardening equipment. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, and all the stores be having this stuff on sale. So I just go and buy that stuff up. Hey, Winnie Pooh. Hey, lady with the voice. So I got this from out of Dollar Tree. These gloves. Purple is my favorite color. I got these gloves out of Dollar Tree. I promise you, you don't have to go spending a lot of money. And this is an old coat. That's another thing. When you are doing your thing, don't go get on your best. Don't go put on your best. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a baby fat coat. This ain't even in style no more. So if I get this dirty, if I get something on it, it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? This outfit that I got on, this with all these colors, was probably $5 at Temu. So if I get it wet, if I get it stained or whatever, it's not a big deal. So when you out here gardening, whether that's on your patio, in your apartment, in your field, in your community garden or whatever, don't wear your good stuff. Now granted, I got on UGG boots. These are my UGG rain boots, but you know, less than $100. All right. So I am not going to reuse this sand in the bottom of this. One of the beautiful things about being on the 3rd floor is when I want to just dump stuff out, I just dump it over the balcony. Yeah, and rainbows clean easier. Exactly. So when I used to have a community garden plot, and when I used to go over there, I would wear my boots. I would wear my rain boots because it was very loamy, soft soil. All right. So the sand is out of there. And let me show y'all what I buy. When I go to, actually, I think I got the soil from, where did I get it from? I think I got it from Food Lion. Hold on, let me see if I can turn it around. What am I doing here? Hold on. I'm trying not to move you guys around so much. Okay. Ooh. So this either came from, I'm not going to lift it all the way up, y'all, because that would not be a great idea for this 45-year-old back. When this was brought upstairs, my husband brought it upstairs. So, can you see that? Or do I need to drop y'all down even more? This is the soil that I have, right? This is garden soil. Now, ooh, garden soil, potting soil, seed starting soil, it's a difference, right? Now, what I try to do, honestly, is mix the two. I'll try to mix garden soil and potting soil, or some sort of medium that will help retain water, because again, remember, this Monstera plant is a house plant, so it's going to be in my house, and I want to be able to keep it moist, not wet, but moist, and when you put plants in pots, oh, I gotta get up because these is 45-year-old knees, y'all. When you put plants in pots, they dry out faster. So the thing about garden soil is it's made to be put like out in your garden, like out on your grass or wherever you're going to be putting your actual garden. That's what garden soil is for. Potting soil is meant for putting stuff in pots. So I should have had some potting soil, because that potting soil is going to have like coco coir, it's going to have anything that's going to help it to retain water. I have some coco coir that I have in another pot right here. I'm just going to grab some out of that. Okay, so I'm going to open this up and put a little bit of the garden soil, and then I'm also going to grab some of the coco coir and kind of mix it up. How often should you water the Monstera? Not every day. I don't water it every day. And like I told you guys, mine is thriving. That's my cousin Shanika asking that question. It's a great question though. Let me take my gloves off. Not every day. Remember what I said. Most people think that they are killing their plant. Hold on. I'm trying to pin you, cuz. Most people think that they are killing their plants by not watering it enough. Most plants can stand to not be watered for several days. Most plants can. Most people kill their plants by overwatering. Your plant does not need to be watered every day. In fact, my undiagnosed ADHD helps me keep my plants alive, because sometimes I forget about them. And you should forget about your plants sometimes. And you have to do your research as far as plants, because I have killed numerous plants. All of these pots that you have that you see around my patio used to have plants in them, and they done gone to be with the plant lord. Okay, I had a philodendron in that pot right there. She gone. I killed her. And it's very hard to kill a philodendron. But what it was is, a couple of winters ago, I thought she was doing good because she was out here in the cool weather, and it got cold. We had a cold snap one night. She died. Phyllis, my philodendron, she died. So even though I'm out here in these gardening streets, on these TikTok streets telling y'all about stuff, I make mistakes too. And that's why as a gardener, you really do have to pay attention to the weather. You have to pay attention to how cold it's going to get. You really don't want to have your plants out in like under 50-degree weather. They're going to die. Even on this tower garden that I have right here. I haven't talked much about this tower garden, but the only thing left on here is lettuce. Lettuce can stand to be cold. Lettuce likes to cool. Lettuce does not like hot weather. It'll go to seed in hot weather. So that's the only reason my lettuce is still doing well. Plus it's close to the apartment, the walls and things like that. So it's a little bit warmer than it would be had it been out there on its own. Back to the point. How often should you be watering the Monstera? I would say maybe once a week when I remember. I don't have a set schedule. I probably should. And some of you type A gardeners who have your plants on a schedule, that's amazing. I don't. It's when I think about it. I'm like, oh my God, how long has it been since I watered my plants? Has it been a week? So maybe set yourself, now Shanika is a type A. Shanika, set yourself an alarm to water your plant every Sunday. But a good way to tell is you can just touch the inside of your plant. If it's still wet, it don't need to be watered. If you have a self-watering pot like that blue one I was just showing you guys, then you probably don't need to water it that often. Maybe every 2 weeks, something like that, because it has water that's sitting in the bottom, in that little tray in the bottom that I had a hard time putting back on. That's what that tray is for. So be careful about whether you use those. Now, I am not going to put, because this is a glass container, and it does not have holes in the bottom. And if I tried to put holes in this, I would break the whole container. There are They just be doing the most sometimes. There are drill bits that you can get to put holes in glass that won't break your container. I'm not that. That ain't me. I ain't that girl. So what I'm gonna do, because one day I might want to take it out and like really water the roots just to kind of take a look at the roots. I'm gonna set another container inside of this glass container. So the white glass is really for the aesthetics, but I'm gonna put something else inside of it. And it's probably gonna be something similar to this. So let me grab something real quick. And hold on, I see somebody, did I miss somebody's comment? Okay. Hold on a minute, let me grab a black one. Hold on, y'all, I'm still here. Let's see. Let's see if this will fit. Perfect. So like, when you kill your plants, right? First of all, I'm being funny, but I'm not. Hold on. When you kill your plants, save the containers that they come in, because you can reuse them. So all I'm gonna do now, this is not the same size, but that's exactly the amount of space that I want to give the bottom of this pot, so that the water that runs out of these holes can be in the bottom. So I'm essentially creating a self-watering situation with this pot. Okay? So, yeah. Set an alarm. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Well, I've been telling the truth. Plants will tell you when they need water. I got a croton that you guys know what a croton looks like? It's like those colorful leaf plants. So when it's watered and doing fine, the leaves are like this. I mean, it's just like flying. When it needs water, they droop. They have drooped to the point where I thought I killed the plant. And all I ended up doing was putting some more water in there, and it perked back up after a couple of hours. So plants will kind of tell you when they need water, right? Just like a baby, when a baby needs something, they hungry, they need their pamper change or whatever, they just cry. They'll do something. So if you're paying attention to your plants, like just, looking at them every day or every other day, they'll tell you when I always know, because even though, I might go in these little spells where I'm not paying attention to my plants, I'll always know when it's time to water that croton, because it'll get a little sad. And then when it's happy, it's flying, because the leaves are like this. The leaves are like perked up. So that's another thing. Just kind of pay attention to the actions that your plant takes. I want to show you guys something else too. You see how this is bent a little bit? I didn't do that. The plant did that. Plants are smart. Plants want to grow towards the light. Go to the light, Caroline. That's what plants want to do. So if you have it in a place where it's not getting light and then it detects light, the plants are going to grow towards that light. So for plants that do that like on a weekly basis, you wanna rotate them. So what I should have been doing with this one, so that it didn't necessarily have this bend in it, this bend right here, is I should have been rotating it. But it was in my bedroom up against the window, and it's getting indirect sunlight. So all I need to do is put this back in my room and put it facing the opposite direction, and this leaf will flatten out, because it wants to give the most surface area to the sun. Y'all know about photosynthesis and whatnot. That's what the leaves do. That's where photosynthesis happens. So that's why plants do that. If you ever have grown a plant and you didn't give it enough sunlight, or you put it in an indirect sunlight place, you'll see the plant stretching to try to, it loves sun. It's like crack. The sun is like crack for plants. So it's going to grow towards that because it likes that. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Joe Shelby. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Just pay attention to your plants. I'm saying that even with my undiagnosed ADHD self, that I be telling y'all I be not paying attention to my plants. But I not pay attention to them long enough to where if I neglect them, they either die or they start looking like my croton. They start looking sad. And I don't like to see my plants sad. If I happen to kill one, but I'm not trying to kill them. I'm trying to keep them alive. All right. I haven't been on here for a long time and I ain't got the first plant repotted. So let's get it together. All right. So maybe I will back you guys up because I keep having to move you guys and I don't like that. And I'm not going to like that for the replay when I'm having to replay this video and post pieces of the content to other places. So I'm just going to leave you guys backed up and I'm going to just bring stuff back and forth. Okay? Can you guys see? All right. So this right here is a bucket of coco coir. I never grew anything in here, but I had a big old brick of coco coir and I just put it in this big old container. It's not heavy at all because coco coir without water is very light. So I'm going to take a little bit of coco coir and put in the bottom of that white glass. All right. Now I'm a country girl. I don't care nothing. Y'all keep double tapping. I'm at 3,000, but keep on double tapping so that TikTok still pushes me out. It's free to double tap. So I'm going to prepare the pot first and then I'll move the pot. So let me see. I unplugged the light. The sun was out, but hope you guys can see. Thank you, Renee. So I'm just going to take some of this. Do I have? I'm trying to think. Oh. What would have been really nice if I had like some big pieces of bark or rocks, but it's all good. I got a little bit of, I forgot what this stuff is called. It's not reefer. It's not. I'm gonna put, oh, and let me tell y'all something. I'm a country girl who's fished and done all the things. And I don't always like using gloves and things. And I don't know why I'm trying to perpetrate for y'all like I don't be using my bare hands to do stuff. So I just put a little bit of that in there. Now, I don't want this all up under my fingernails, so that's why I put the gloves on. The traffic is picking up a little bit because it's getting later in the evening. I know I haven't been on here a while. And we're supposed to be repotting plants, and I have not done that. All right. So all that is really just to keep water. When water seeps in here, it's going to stay in here. Now, this pot is kind of going to sit on top of that. And maybe I put a little bit too much because I don't really want the green part to show. So let me take a little bit out. Right? So you kind of want it to be like just enough to where if I wanted to take the whole plant out of this, all I have to do is grab the green. But I don't want it to be so sitting so high to where I can actually see the green. Does that make sense? That's what I'm doing. All right. So now, since I've got coco coir in the bottom of it, I'm going to put my soil, my regular soil, actually in the green container. All right. Where my scissors at? I have gardening scissors, but I've been using these and I'm just gonna reuse them. Look at that black gold, that Texas peach. It's just something very calming about gardening. I would encourage anybody and everybody who has a high stress life, start gardening. It's amazing. It really is. Thank y'all for liking the live. So that's what the gardening soil looks like. You see that? All right. I only took like maybe a handful out of that. All right, here we go. This is tricky. So I want you guys to pay close attention. All right. Do not ever grab your plant by its limbs. Do not ever do that. Don't grab them by that. You can break it. I don't want, this is probably a $50 plant. I don't ever want to do anything to jeopardize the plant. So you don't ever want to grab it by its limbs, its leaf, or nothing. You always want to be grabbing it by the bottom. Okay? You ever got you a nice cold drink from McDonald's and then you grab the top of it and you drop it? Don't you be mad as heck? This is my my drink at McDonald's. I'm never grabbing it by the top, because if I grab it by the top, I'm gonna break something or I'm gonna drop it. I don't wanna do that. Because if you break one of the limbs and drop the plant, what you gonna do now? Don't do that. Don't do that. So to take something out of a pot, you wanna squeeze it, squeeze the pot a little bit and loosen up the dirt. Loosen up the dirt, right? Maybe give it a couple of little taps. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Squeeze it some more. You see how that came out? And you see where I'm grabbing it? I'm grabbing it on the roots. That's the best way to take your plant out of a pot. Don't pull it from the stems. You're gonna ruin your plant. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right? Now, because I am a neglectful plant mama, see that? All of my roots, they kind of gotten root bound a little bit. Not too bad, actually. So what I want to do, you see how they're just wrapping themselves around? They have kind of lost, they need more room. See there? Really good root system, but it then needed to be repotted. Okay? So what I'm going to do is kind of mess it up a little bit. The roots are like brand new babies. Brand new babies don't have, their bones are like cartilage. It's not really like bones. So you can mess them up a little bit. And this will let the plant know that it can stretch out its roots and grow other places. Okay? This is my baby. Remember how, you know how your grandmama tell you don't grab that baby by the arms? These are the arms. But you can grab that baby by his booty. Grab that baby by his waist. Okay? That's what I'm doing. Should I bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing? I said I wasn't going to bring you guys. I'm going to put you back, but I'm going to try to be a little bit closer as I do this. All right. So see how easy that was for me to... Hold on. I'm going to set it right here for a second while I turn this ring light on, because I'm starting to lose a little bit of light. It's getting in the evening. All right. I don't know if that did anything. All right. So this stick right here does not belong to the plant. It was just a means to help it stand up. This stick is also not a part of the plant. I'm gonna pull it out. Okay. When this was sent to me, it was packaged with this cotton, and cotton is not hurting this plant. Cotton is just allowing more water to stay in there. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing, Renee. All right, so again, I'm just taking my hand and I'm just moving some room around. I'm just moving some of the soil around to try to set this in here. Ooh. Ooh. Now you see, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but there's lots of space for more soil. So that's what I'm going to do. I want this to sit exactly like this. I do not want these plant babies to be buried in the pot. You can cause a lot of disease and damage to your plant if you have too much of the stem in the ground. The base of this plant is right here. So that's where I want the top of the plant to be. And I want these roots to be covered up, but I do not want this green part to be covered up. Okay? So remember, put soil all around here, and that's what I'm about to do. All right, let me put my gloves back on. I don't know what time it is, y'all. What time is it? Oh, it's 4:30. My husband should be here shortly. All right, let's grab some more. And we're going to just take the garden soil and fill in the space. Do this on the outside. You see what I'm doing? You see how I'm making a mess? You do not want to be doing this in your house. Unless you're somebody that like to clean all the time, don't do that. Wear your Temu outfit, wear your out of season coat, and be on the patio, okay? Do I care that some of the sand might seep below the green pot that's sitting inside of the white glass? No, I do not. Okay, I want to show you guys something else, right? Be careful about how you mound up your sand as well. Not sand, your soil or your soil medium, because what you don't want to do is mound it up to the point where the base of the plant is the highest point in the pot. If you do that, when you go to water this plant, all of the water is going to run off of the pot. So what you want to do is kind of build it up on the outside. So build it up on the outer parts of the plant. And if that means you need to start over and remove some of the dirt out of the bottom of it, some of the soil out of the bottom of the green pot, you can do that. The plant will be okay not being in a pot. It's still living, okay? So I'm taking my finger and I'm kind of pushing down on it and try to fill in some of those air pockets and spaces. This is turning out really beautiful. I love the fact that y'all chose this white pot, because I think it works out so perfect. So again, I'm trying to build up a wall on the outer edges of the pot so that when I put water in here, the water kind of seeps around the bottom of the pot. Of the base of the plant. Not that I want water to be pooled up in the plant, but I do want it to get to the roots. And right now the roots are kind of bound up. I'm just taking a paper towel. So for all you type A people out there who like to keep stuff clean, here you go. And you see what I did? You see? So like I'm pushing down near the base of the plant. And that creates sort of like a little well. All right. And then if I want to put some water in here, let me show you real quick. Now, I have this that I use to fill up my bigger plants. I have 2 dragon trees left out of the 6 that I had originally had. But I keep water out here as well. So let's see if I can do this without dropping the plant and without dropping this water. Be gentle when you're watering your plants, right? You see what I'm talking about? When I did that, it did not drain out of the pot. So you want to, it's almost like physics. Gardening can be like physics. So when you water your plant, you don't want it to be where the water is draining out of the plant. And don't overwater. Look at that. She pretty. And it's more well balanced. Don't you think? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. You sitting up in there not hearing the door? Okay. So I think this is well balanced. Sorry, somebody came to my door. That was my husband. We done locked him out. All right. Now, so this one's done. My Monstera has now been repotted. After 90 minutes of blabbing, chatting, and connecting, it is finally repotted. Can you imagine? Look at this. It was in this, and now it's in this. That looks well balanced. Can you imagine how it was suffering in this little pot? So for all of you gardeners out there, all of you plant mamas, all of you plant wannabe mamas, go take a look at your plants. It's probably time for it to go into a new pot. Now, I've already been on here 90 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and finish what I started. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Again, click on my profile picture right there. Click on my profile. There's a link in my profile to YouTube. It says YouTube in there. Click on my YouTube link. Take it over to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, I'm trying to get monetized. All right. Here's another one. Let's talk a little bit about this aloe vera plant. It does not need a whole lot of water. It really does not even need a whole lot of attention. But this is how my ADHD works. This plant has been suffering because, number one, it's in the wrong size pot. It's been outgrowing this pot forever. I have lost so many leaves off of here. See? A whole, I mean, and then one is bent because it's in my bedroom, leaned up against my window. And one of the things that you can do when you are not paying attention to your plants and allowing leaves to drop off or branches to drop off, it can create a one-sided plant. And that's what has happened to my aloe vera plant, which is beautiful. I love this, like, is this chartreuse color of this plant. And I hate that this leaf right here is like damaged. And this one over here is kind of like loose. It doesn't feel thick like the other branches. So what I might do is pull this one off, and I might pull this one off. Why would I do that? Because 3Ds, anything that is dead, damaged, or what's the other D? Or dying, I think that's what it is. Then you want to take it off. You don't want it to affect the other plant. Plus, by removing 2 of the limbs, that'll help it be more balanced. So when I put this, when I sit this pot down, let me show you guys real quick. When I set this aloe vera plant down, I have to be careful how I sit it because it could absolutely tilt over. I don't even know if y'all can see that. It'll tilt over because it's kind of leaning to one side. So by me taking off one of the dead or dying components, that's going to give it a little bit more balance. And I'm going to repot it. Okay? So it's already loose. It doesn't even have enough soil in there. That's how in bad shape my aloe vera plant is. So I'm actually going to put in one of these self-watering. You really don't need to water your aloe vera plant like that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just inspecting it right now. You see some of the bruising on it? I'm going to be careful, but I'm going to break it off. I'm going to be careful not to break any other limbs while I'm doing this. I got it off. Don't be afraid to, what's the word? Do what you need to do for your plant. The overall health of your plant depends on you making good decisions. So I'm going to take this one off as well. Well, it's just bent. Yeah. I still feel like it's leaning closer to this side. This is the one. Oh, actually, it's not even that one. It's this one. This is the one that I want to take off. Yeah. See what it's doing? And it's on the outer extremities. So I'm going to take that one off as well. All right. So now this gives it plenty of room. And I'm going to take this other little leaf that broke off. I'm going to peel that off as well, just to give this plant enough room to spread its wing. I promise you guys, by the end of summer, this plant will regroup. You definitely don't want to pull off too many leaves or too many stems or too much roots off of a plant at one time. It can be very shocking to a plant to lose that much. But I only took 2 stems off of here. It feels more well balanced now, and it needs more soil. It needs more space. It needs a bigger pot. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now, I could like try to regrow these, You can do whatever you want. As for me and mine, this is going to get my time. All right? So, just like I did for the Monstera, I'm going to put a little bit of coco coir in the bottom of the plant, in the bottom of the planter or pot. All right? Putting coco coir or peat moss, anything like that in the bottom of your planter, your pot, it's just going to allow water to retain in the container. This is a self-watering pot, so it already has this little pan at the bottom to capture water. I'm just doing it even more. Okay? So, again, the base of the plant, I don't want this white part. I only want a little bit of the white part of this plant to be sticking up. Most of it I want to be at the bottom. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. So, I'm going to sit it down here like that and see how I like it. I might want to have it lifted up a little bit more. Like that. Hey, One Stop Couple Shop. How you doing? Thank you for joining my live. I appreciate you. Double tap the screen for me. Good to see you, friend. All right. So, sitting in this pot, the way that it is right now, that's a little bit too deep for me. So I'm going to bring it up a little bit. So I need to put a little bit more garden soil in here. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate the hearts, One Stop. Listen, all of us have the ability to grow things. If you can grow a baby, you can grow a plant. A lot of plants aren't as high maintenance as y'all think they are. And you got to find the plants that are suited to your personality type. If you're somebody who knows that you're going to forget to water a plant, get you a plant that doesn't need a whole lot of maintenance. A pothos, P-O-T-H-O-S. For all of you people who think that you don't have a green thumb, look that up. The AKA for the pothos is devil's ivy. Now, some of y'all saints might not want to have something that's called the devil in your house, but the devil's ivy, AKA pothos, yes, that. It'll grow regardless. It'll grow. I promise you. You can forget about it for weeks on end and it's going to grow. Okay? You can get you a little piece, put it in a water bottle, like a little 20-ounce water bottle, put some water in there. It'll start growing some roots. In a couple of months, that thing will be done grow. I'm going to show y'all mine. But let me finish with this aloe vera plant. All right, so what I did was I dug a little bit of a well in here, and I'm going to see how I like the height of this. Gardening is also about trial and error. So what you might learn in your first season, you're going to know not to do those things in your second season. You're going to learn certain things as you keep moving on. You're going to surprise yourself. I have. So see, I like the way this sits. I might have it sit up a little bit higher. I don't know. Maybe just a tad more. All of us do, One Stop. I have killed, man, if you go back on my YouTube page, my Facebook page, if you go and look and see all of the plants that I put in my new plant alert section, I don't even have them plants no more. For whatever reason. Okay. I'm just adding one handful of sand at a time and see how I like it being in there. Again, I want to see only a little bit of the white section. And really, maybe not even. I only want to see the chartreuse green. So I think this is a good height for this plant in this pot. Thank you. One Stop on my regular page. I think we're following each other on my regular page, LaShonda_Stevens. If you go to my showcase, these glasses are in there. Thanks for the compliment too. All right. So now that I got it at the height that I wanted, I'm gonna just keep adding sand. Not sand, this is not sand, this is soil. I'm gonna keep adding soil around it. And remember, you don't want to mound it up to where when you put water in this pot, it runs off of the side of the pot. You remove that. So you kind of want to make a little well. I'm not packing it down, I'm just patting lightly. Patting lightly. As you add water, it might sink down even more because it might be filling in some of those air pockets. Okay. I need a brush to get this little bit of sand that's in the middle of my aloe vera plant, but hold on a second. Let me try to do it without breaking it. Now that's my ADHD. Okay. All right. Remember, this is trial and error. If you don't like the way it's sitting, take the dirt out and start again. Nothing is set in stone. Okay? Look at that. You see how I can only see like little specks of the white? You see how I'm not like seeing all of that white that we saw before? Hey, Miss Dark and Lovely. So what I'm going to do is kind of pack down a little bit around the base of the plant so that when I put water in here, the water does not run off the side of the plant. Hey, Texas Disney adult. Welcome back. Okay. So I'm really like making like a little trench, so to speak. In here, I feel like there's some deep spots in here, so I'm going to add some more. So I'm making like a little trench. Keep double tapping the screen, y'all. I would love to get to 5,000. Renee, were you on? Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you. Renee, you on them people job watching my live. I hope you got some headphones or some earbuds. Thank you, Renee. That's dedication. Oh, okay. I got you. This is a public platform. You're right. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you. I'm glad you were able to get some stuff done. The warmer weather in North Carolina has got me itching to get out. Listen, I'm telling you, all of us. I looked around and I was like, oh my God. I saw some of my gardening girlies talking about planting their garden. I went live the other day and started listing some things that I was going to plant on my tower garden. This right here is my tower garden. I'm going to post some links for y'all. So if you want to get you one of these, for those of you who have limited space, if you have a small space, if you live in an apartment like me, I'm on the 3rd floor. If you only have a patio, this can actually go inside of my house, and it has been in my house. But I got some links for you. I think the tower garden link is in my profile. So if you want to go find get you one, you can. But I'm going to have some links. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it in another live. That really wasn't what this live was going to be about. But listen, you can do all kinds of things. This is my red leaf lettuce that I'm growing. It is December 31st, 2024. We're about to be in 2025. in January, and I'm still growing lettuce. You can grow things throughout the year. Depends on how you use. This is using hydroponics. This is actually hydro and aeroponics because water is gone. I don't know if you've been hearing the water trickle through, but water has been trickling through this entire video. And there's air pockets, and each of these little black pods, I can put a plant in. So I'll do another live and kind of plan up my tower garden. Right now, the only thing that'll really grow in this kind of weather right now in the South is probably going to be lettuce. And probably maybe in end of February, March, it's going to get too cold for even the lettuce. So look at when your last frost date is, which is usually in the early spring. You can still do stuff. You can plant bulbs right now. When we first moved into this apartment 6 years ago. Oh, dang, it's been 6 years. My niece is about to be 6. So yeah, we will have been in here in this apartment 6 years. When we first moved in here, I had some different plants some different bulbs that I was growing. By the time we had been here like 2 months, the bulbs started sprouting. We moved in this apartment in January. By like March, we started to see some of the bulbs sprouting. No, not right now. Oh, no. I'm wrong. You can start planting them indoors, but you cannot set them outside. Kip, hooray. Yes, just call me Kelly Dior and Kip, hooray. I done been on here over 90 minutes, but I'm trying to think of the word that I want to use. I forgot what the broccoli and cauliflower plants are called. It's not coming to my brain right now. But those actually can be grown. You can start those. And they can actually be grown on this tower garden, actually. The only thing that cannot be grown on this tower garden are root vegetables, root crops, carrots, onions, potatoes, stuff like that. But everything else can be grown. Brassicas, that's exactly what it is. Thank you, Kip, hooray. Yeah, you can start seeds. It depends on where you are. Like people in California and people in Florida, closer to the equator, they still planting stuff, right? I'm in North Carolina. If I was down in Charleston where it's a little bit more humid, I'd probably start planting some stuff right now too. The only thing that I can do right now is kind of start thinking about the things that I want to grow on here. And I have limited space. I can grow things in pots, like you guys see me, growing stuff in pots and stuff. But that takes up a lot of space. So vertical gardening is a thing. Let me show y'all. See those black things on my wall? These right here? Those are little pockets. You can grow plants in those. The only thing that has been growing in those is birds. Birds a bird made a nest in here, and then I had to kick it out because I was not about to let the bird take over my patio. I love animals, I love birds, I love whatever. But when I went out here, I came out on the patio, it screamed at me. The bird screamed at me because it didn't want me that close to its babies. So she had to go and move her and her babies out and find another home. So they got kicked out. They got evicted. The home is still there. See it right there? But it had to go. But yeah, you can find different things that you can do vertical gardening. You can grow in hanging plants in a small space. But yeah, you could probably start the brassicas right now. You could grow lettuce. You could grow herbs. Just be careful. I get a sun exposure. As you guys can see, the sun is out. That's why I fell in love with this apartment, is because I have a southern exposure. So it's perfect for my tower garden. Even though I have lights on it, it still gets that good sun exposure. So I could still grow celery out here. I could grow probably some cilantro. Cilantro likes cool weather. It doesn't like it when it gets too hot. What else could I probably grow out here? A few things. But do your Googles, guys. Do your Googles. All right. All right. Let me finish up with the aloe vera. Same thing that I did with the Monstera. I'll put it in a pot that will allow for its growth. Remember, there's a whole section about that deep right there that is left for it to grow if it wanted to. If it wanted to grow roots that deep, it absolutely could. And there's holes in the green pot that's in here. Because remember, this is a self-watering container. There's a green pot with a lot of holes in the bottom of. When I post the replay of this video, you guys can go back and look. And I'll also post the replay of this video on my YouTube channel. So I want you guys to not only double tap here, but support me on YouTube. Go click my profile picture right here. Take it over to my profile, my TikTok profile. There's a link in my profile that says YouTube in it. Click that YouTube link, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can go back and watch this video on my YouTube channel. And support me there. So what I did was I created basically like a little well, like a little trench, so that when I put water in here, the water is not going to drain out of the container. And because of the way that I have this plant situated, it's not getting a whole lot of water on the stems. The water is actually going to the root of the plant, which is where you want it. You don't really want to put water on the leaves of this or on these branches. You can introduce a lot of bacteria and disease by putting water on your leaves. Now, granted, a flower or a plant out in the atmosphere, in the landscape, in the wild, when it rains, it's going to get water on it. So you're not really hurting it. But if you have a plant on the inside, do your best not to introduce disease to your plants. Okay? So, in conclusion, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Gardening with the Country Girl. My name is LaShonda Stevens. I am on this app in a myriad of different ways. Gardening with the Country Girl is my handle on this page. I also have a regular channel where you can hear me talk about life, marriage, my kid, other people's kids, other people's lives, makeup, beauty, lifestyle, gardening, couponing, and my business. And that's LaShonda_Stevens. Go follow me there. But if you are only interested in the gardening content, feel free to only subscribe or follow me here. This live was about repotting my Monstera and my aloe vera plant because they were grossly being neglected by your girl. But now, hopefully, they will be thriving. This is going back in my bedroom garden. Both of these are actually. Can you imagine? Both of them were in considerably smaller pots. So I thank y'all for tuning in. It's getting late. It's getting late. It is 5 o'clock on the dot. That is the length of time that I had allotted for this live. I greatly appreciate you guys. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me now. I am Gardening with the Country Girl on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, YouTube, TikTok. So go follow me on all platforms. I don't always post the same content on all the platforms. I post different things depending on who's on there. But I would greatly appreciate a follow. But again, go to my profile page, click on my profile picture, go to my profile page, click on the YouTube channel, go subscribe to my YouTube page. It's a lot more content on there, I promise you guys. I'll do another live talking about this tower garden and give you guys some links if you want to go and buy you one. You can kind of put it on layaway and things. So I got some things coming up. I greatly appreciate y'all. And thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for getting me to 4,000 likes. That is absolutely amazing. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go follow every one of you guys back that followed me here. Thank you, Renee. You've been a doll. Thank you so much. We'll connect. I'm sure somebody else is going to be live and we'll connect on their page. Okay. Thank you so much, Renee. Johnny Blaze, Crimson Diva, Kip Kip Hooray, Shanika. Who else has been commenting? Hey, Latoya Lawson. One Stop, Couple Shop. Who else? I had a few people that were commenting. I greatly appreciate y'all. I'll go back and I'll make sure I follow all you guys. Melvin. Hey, oh my God. My cousin Melvin was on here. I didn't even see him. Hey, Melvin. That's my cousin. All right, y'all. Good night. Happy New Year.